Friday Football Frenzy, sponsored by Foundation Solutions.
Welcome into Friday Football Frenzy, Week 10. The season just flying by, but that just places more importance on each game.
None with more writing on it than our game of the week, Hendersonville hosting Mountain Heritage.
Yeah, these two go way back. They're traditional conference rivals for most of recorded history. Back together again in the Western Highlands. Both enter this contest with 7-1 records. Cougars, winners of 9 of the last 10 between these two. First drive, looks like they're trying to make it 10 out of 11. Deep in their own territory, but anywhere between the lines is scoring distance for Cason Jones. 70-yard sprint through the Hendersonville night for an 8-0 Cougars lead. But speaking of that air, the Bearcats move pretty well through it. They answer with a long connection between Jerron Ward and Jalen Wynn. We have an 8-7 ball game. It's tied at 14 with 6 to go until halftime. Ward going to go long again. This time he finds Amir Albany. And check out this catch. Big pickup to set up a touchdown. Miss PAT makes it 20-14 Bearcats. But the Cougars get it in gear and respond. Braden Deaton loads up, has Jones laying out in the end zone to take a 22-20 halftime lead. Third quarter, after a 10-minute drive, Joey Robinson, legend there, loves 10-minute drives. Deaton to Foster Callaway to make it 28-20. And then early in the fourth, here comes the dagger. Jones takes the handoff. He's going to shed 2 would-be tacklers as he goes 29 yards for the touchdown. That would give you a 38-20 final. Cougars win at least a share of the Western Highlands Conference title.
That was a goodie. Aiden Berry getting loose for his home Knights, taking on the traveling Falcons of West Henderson. Third quarter, we start 28-7 West Hendo. Cade Young drops back, fires, finds Cooper Lawrence at the back of the end zone, 35-7. North Henderson still fighting. Handoff to Parker Willis up the middle, cuts outside, breaks 2 tackles and dives into the end zone. I love the effort, making a difference. He had 276 yards on the night.
3 touchdowns.
About that. I love it. West Hendo driving. Handoff to Zane McCraw up the middle for the short touchdown. 42-13 Knights. Did a lot of damage on the way out, though. That final, just a 1-score game. West holds 42-35. West plays Franklin next. North plays Smoky Mountain.
All right, the best team in Western North Carolina thus far is Brevard, and they're visiting Tuscola. The Mountaineers trailing 29-0 to start the second half. Sorry, this is what happens when you have 2 games to shoot. Jet Bartley connects with Elijah Pruitt. That keeps the drive going. Ends up settling for a field goal. Aiden Tucker true for the 29-3 lead. Same score in the fourth. Mountaineers again threatening from the 4-yard line, but the ball comes loose and it's scooted up by Carter McPhee, who's going to take it all the way the other way, and that is going to make it 36-3. Brevard rolls on with that being the final. They have a huge game next week against the Pisgah Bears. That will decide the Mountain 8 title. As of now, Brevard still undefeated.
Senior night at Pisgah. Congrats to all those Black Bears senior athletes. First quarter, Bears driving when Landon Pope gets the handoff, takes it in to make it 7-0 Bears early. 22. Later, first Pisgah up 14-0 when Matthew Mahaffey on the other end of the rainbow. Mason Putnam catches it on the 3-yard line. He's down, though, so the next play, Mahaffey fakes the handoff, rolls left, hits Hunter Nelson, who gets it in for the score. That's 21-0 Bears. Cheerleaders getting their reps in. When you go up 3 scores, then you got to pass the sticks. 56-6 the final. Pisgah at Brevard next. That'll be a goodie. And our homegirl, they're still getting these push-ups in. Mad respect, 56-6.
Obviously, that Brevard-Pisgah game, the easy choice for our game of the week next week.
Absolutely. Checking in on the Western Piedmont Conference. Chase Rose drawn 62-zip. East Rutherford takes care of business on the road, 53-24 over East Burke. And RS Central takes down West Caldwell. That was a close game, 36-22. Elsewhere, Watauga, too much for McDowell, 55-21. Mitchell holds off Madison, 47-31.
His senior night for Franklin as they host Smoky Mountain at WCU's E.J. Whitmire Stadium. Scoreless midway through the first when Franklin changes that. Anderson Terrell rolls right, easy pitch and catch with Attic Sutton. That's 6 points. By the third, the Panthers find themselves up 19-0. They're going to turn to Preston Douglas, takes the toss. Check out this big collision right at the goal line. He gets the better of it to make it 26-0. Smoky Mountain's going to keep fighting, though. They don't give up. For under 15 seconds left, design quarterback run for Jackson Cooper, and he is just barely going to make it to the pylon for the touchdown, but that's it. 26-8 your final. Franklin rolls. Well, stick around. We've got more Friday Football Frenzy coming up, including a record-tying performance that will make any running back's heart warm. Marvin, I'm talking about you. We'll tell you about it when the Frenzy continues.
Good evening, I'm Tina Selden-Cash with tonight's lottery drawings for Friday, October 24th, 2025. Here we go with the Carolina Pick 3. 5 is our first winning number tonight, followed by 2. Our third Pick 3 is 7, and our Pick 3 fireball number tonight is 1. Joining me for tonight's drawing is our auditor from Preston CPA. And now it's time for the Carolina Pick 4, so check your tickets. Good luck. First winning number 8. Second Pick 4 is 0. Third winning number 2. Our fourth Pick 4 is 3, and our Pick 4 fireball number is 5. Let's turn now to the Carolina Cash 5. If no one matches all 5 numbers to win that jackpot tonight, tomorrow's top prize is an estimated $130,000. Good luck. First winning Cash 5 tonight is 13. Second winning number 43. Our third Cash 5 tonight is 22. Fourth Cash 5, 21, and good luck. Our final winning Cash 5 number is 40. The North Carolina Education Lottery has contributed over $12 billion to education. Thanks for your support, and get the winning numbers every night right here on your exclusive station for the North Carolina Education Lottery. Have a good night.
All right, and welcome back into Friday Football Frenzy. Time to get back to the Asheville area, starting off with our Friday Night Rivals game, Robertson at Irwin.
The Warriors, the defending MAC champs, Robertson, maybe the most underrated and under-talked team in the mountains. Sorry about you, we're starting in the second quarter. It's 21-6, and the Warriors need to stop on 3rd and 5. Karad Harris connects with Tremaine Durant for much more than 5 yards. Then Harris on the keeper makes it pretty, dancing along the way to the painted area. A really impressive play. It's going to be 28-6 Road Rams. My man's is going crazy. That's the score at the recess. Now it's Q3. Warriors need to draw the line. Rams don't care. They're driving. Setting up another red zone play. Harris finds Riddick Dinwiddie open in the painted area. It's going to be 41-6 TCR on the road, but it's not quite over just yet. Irwin on the move late. They attempt to come back. Caden Ingle to Noah Hoodam. A little too late, though. It's going to be TCR on the road, 42-22.
We played physical, we played tough, we played fast and aggressive, which is what we asked them to do, and I'm very proud of them.
Speaking of that word happy, are y'all happy here tonight? Now, Coach, let's show it. Now, Coach, yeah, one last person, Coach. There you go. Now, Coach.
And that's going to end that interview. Down the interstate, Reynolds hosting Enka. First quarter, the Jets strike first. Tommy McKinney takes the handoff. He cruises 12 yards, putting the Jets up 7-0. But the Rockets respond as they are wont to do. Avery Holyfield, little play action, has Tyvon Patterson-Davis 37 yards down the middle.
I love seeing a good lefty.
Also worth 6 points. Later, Patterson-Davis is going to be at it again. Is that a dance that I'm supposed to know?
Yeah.
This time he does it on the ground. Only 2 yards to go, and he gets in 14-7. But how about them Jets tonight?
Hey.
There's that dance again. 4th and 2. They're going for it. They give it to McKinney, and he gets that 6 feet and a bunch more. 27-yard touchdown. That's going to knot it up at 14. Right before intermission, the Rockets themselves going for it on 4th and short near the goal line, but Enka stops them. Turnover on downs. However, when they get Zarak, there's going to be a problem. Trouble on the snap. Zion Ikeem scoops it up. 21-14 ACR leads. They coast from there, 49-21. Let's take a visit to the High. Asheville hosting North Buncombe. Third quarter, Cougars in firm control. TK Davis should probably be called TD Davis. That's a 7-yard scoring run to make it 36-7 Asheville. But the Blackhawks refuse to go away like an Austin Powers villain. Why won't you die? Lucas Keever launches a missile to Elias Otis. He hauls it in, shakes one tackle. That's a 64-yard touchdown. But old Tay Williams in red has a pretty good cannon of his own. He's going to air it out to Jam Skies. He's going to do a little tip drill, showing off. 31 yards, 43-14 Asheville. But again, the Blackhawks keep grinding.
On his head.
They're going to go with Kingston Denson. Watch him rip
All he does
through
is
the
score.
front seven, and he's gone. Yeah, I feel like carry to touchdown ratio, it's like 1-to-1 almost.
I know
for
his
this
running
guy.
form well because he's just striding.
Yeah, 34 yards on that particular scoring run, but that's not enough. Asheville takes it 43-22.
Smoky Mountain Conference scores. Cherokee shuts out Andrews on the road, 47-zip. Murphy continues to dominate the league, blowing by Hayesville 50-7.
Yeah, how crazy is this, by the way? Murphy has only given up, I think that makes it 17 points in league play. Meanwhile, with that score, they've scored about right at 200. They are dominating.
Private school ranks Greenville Hurricanes knock off ACA 49-7. Asheville School all over South Lake Christian 55-0. Rosman in their final game of the season at home hosting Swain County. They've got one more next week. We're starting with the opening kickoff because I was locked in on homie's helmet and then I had a bad feeling. So Evan Ball, it won't score, but he sets up the road Maroon Devils with excellent field position once he gets knocked out of bounds, which leads to a score I partially missed, but hey, I got him catching it. On that next play, that's John Stevenson scoring. The Tigers put together a good opening drive. All these guys, they stayed down for a minute after this collision. They all got off to walk off fairly soon. Thought this was innocuous here, but a Tiger fumbles in the red zone. It's going to be Swain's ball, and they don't waste opportunities when they get them for free. Caden Sawyer starts high-stepping after making it through traffic. But what I love at the end of the year, 100% effort, tracked down by Hudson Reese, the effort that shows well down the line in life, and I'm so serious, but Swain scores, and I'm not lying. So it's 13-0, cheerleaders cheering, Swain County scoring. So that's 3 scores in the first, which means it's time to pass the sticks. But if we get there on the way out, we're going to get a moss ball by Corey Stillwell. Maroon Devils win 42-0.
There's your moss ball.
There we go.
All right, Polk County hosting Avery County. This guy had a big night. Lorenzo Sanchez, running back for the Wolverines, strolls into the end zone. That makes it 7-0. So don't forget that name, Lorenzo Sanchez. Another handoff. He's up the middle again. And he scores again. That makes it 14-0. Little did these people know they're watching something special. He's got to be the secret recipe for Polk. Another touchdown run. That makes it 21-0. 68-21 the final. Here's the deal, Marvin.
Yeah.
That's not even half the touchdowns that he ran for tonight. He tied the NCHSAA state record with 8 rushing touchdowns in a single game. He might be the most underrated player in the mountains. We talked about Robertson being the underrated team. Lorenzo Sanchez, people are going to know that name by the end of the year.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for Week 10 of Friday Football Frenzy. He's Marvin Parker Jr. I'm Chris Womack. We'll see you next week for the final week of the regular season with conference titles being handed out.